Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus, came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in a tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So, good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. Got a lot to talk about. Big breaking news. Just in the last hour, person of interest in fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson identified as Luigi Mangione. And that's the reason I'm a little bit late today. I wanted to go live about 30 minutes ago, but they just released the name of the suspect, and so I had to update everything. And the numbers are undeniable. It fits in perfectly. And as you're going to see, guys, this is all connected to the assassination of Donald Trump, which is coming soon. All right? So we're going to talk about this story. Also in the news today, the Marine Daniel Penny found not guilty. So we're going to cover that. And we also got a few more stories. But the big story today is going to be the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. They have arrested the suspect at a Pennsylvania McDonald's. Well, that's interesting. Weren't we just talking about a Pennsylvania McDonald's not too long ago? Right? So I'm going to show you how it all connects. And let me check in with the chat. Hey, Chosen One, how you doing? Hey, Patrick. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Katie. Hope you guys are doing well. Guys, do me a favor when you come in. Please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and get started. And it's going to be a long one. Got a lot to talk about. All credit to God, but I'm telling you guys, what you're about to see is the best decode on this Brian Thompson story. You're not going to find a better decode. And all credit to God. But I have worked my tail off on this story in particular, putting it all together. And once you see it, it's undeniable. And it's pretty cool for me because it's like one of the biggest stories in the world right now. And I have like the inside story. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And as you're going to see, absolutely undeniable. Here we go. Alright guys, give me a second to get all set up here. But yeah, I wasn't able to make slides for the new information with the guy's name because as I was setting up to go live, that's actually when they released his name. But I have it all here on the computer. Just give me a second to get a better picture. Let's see, maybe back a hair. This is the fun part where we play with the phone stand and try to get the perfect view. Hold on. That's not too bad. Let's go back one more little hair. Alright guys, can you see that okay? Can you hear me okay? Are we ready to go? Alright, here we go guys. In the news today, person of interest in fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson identified as Luigi Mangione, an ex-Ivy League student. This article from today, December 9th. Says the person of interest nabbed in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson is an anti-capitalist Ivy League grad who liked online quotes from Unabomber Ted Kaczynski and apparently hated the medical community because of how it treated his sick relative, law enforcement sources told the Post on Monday. Tech whiz Luigi Mangione, 26, of Towson, Maryland, has not been charged but was taken into custody Monday morning at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Can you believe it? A McDonald's in Pennsylvania. They got jokes, they sure do. After an intense manhunt following the cold-blooded execution of Thompson outside a Manhattan hotel last week. All right, guys. Here we go. So, we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. Okay, guys, so in this decode, I'm going to show you how this whole ritual is connected to the assassination of Donald Trump. And I'm not talking about just what happened in Butler. Of course, Butler is connected to this, but I'm talking about the assassination that is yet to come. So this tells me, as much as we've been talking about Trump being shot over the last 5 years, this tells me that the assassination of Trump is still going to happen. All right? Because as you're going to see, this whole ritual is connected to Donald Trump. Okay? So the first thing I want to point out, we get this news today. They got the guy, they got the suspect, and I guess they're not officially saying it's the guy, but he allegedly had a manifesto and a gun with a silencer and a fake ID, so I'm pretty sure this is the guy. Even if it's not the guy, it's in the news today for a reason. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the guy. But anyways, first thing I want to point out, Brian Thompson was the CEO that got killed, right? And his birthday is July 10th. So they arrest this guy today in Pennsylvania. All right? So they arrest the guy in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania equals 152. Today is 152 days after the birthday of Brian Thompson. Okay? Now, considering we just did a whole decode about Donald Trump going to the Pennsylvania McDonald's on the birthday of Kamala Harris, and remember, that was when Trump said he would do everything while working behind the counter. See, do everything, which equals 152, like Pennsylvania 152, like Kamala Devi Harris 152, female president 152. Now remember, Trump was at the Pennsylvania McDonald's on the birthday of Kamala Harris. And remember, there's still a chance that Kamala could become president before the inauguration if Joe Biden steps down or happens to die. Don't forget when Joe Biden had the colonoscopy, that's when Kamala Harris became president for over an hour. Remember, colonoscopy was 152, Joe Biden equals 152. Trump was just at the White House 152 days after his birthday to meet with Joe Biden. Remember, they told him to pass the torch, which equaled 152. And remember, Biden dropped out of the race 15 weeks and 2 days before the election. There's a million other 152s, but anyways, we'll keep it simple on this one. So, automatically, the first thing I thought of, all right, when I saw this story, because remember, in the last decode, we already started connecting this to Trump. So when they said this guy, and why are we connecting it to Trump? Many reasons, I'll get into them, but the main reason, this happened in New York. Trump is from New York. Okay, it was a shooting. Trump was just shot. All right, and I'll get into all the other connections. But when I saw that he was arrested at a Pennsylvania McDonald's, I said, well, this has got to connect to Trump. And then when I saw that it was 152 days from Brian Thompson's birthday, I said, well, that's the confirmation. It's 152 days after Brian Thompson's birthday. The suspect was arrested in Pennsylvania. We just got done talking about Trump at the Pennsylvania McDonald's. And the big number we talked about was the number 152. Okay? Now, as you're going to see, all right, you might be skeptical right now. You might be like, come on, Joe. There's no way this connects to Trump. All right? Let me show you. All right, guys. So not only was it in New York, where Trump is from, right? It was at the Hilton Hotel. Look at that. Hilton Hotel, 138, 159. Donald Trump, 138, 159. Now, check this out. I already had this live stream and all my photos ready to go because they said they had a person of interest. So I was going to go live without even having the guy's name. But now that we have the guy's name, wait till you see how perfect the guy's name fits in with the whole decode. And it's all connected to Trump. All right, so number one, Hilton Hotel, 138, Donald Trump, 138. Okay? Let me find it. I got so many things to talk about. Here you go. Mangiani, 138. That is the last name of the suspect. Luigi Mangiani. Trying to pull up the article. Right there. Luigi Mangiani. Look at that. And Mangiani has the 138. Right? Let's see. M-A-N-G-I-O-N-E. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Look at that. M-A-N-G-I-O-N-E. Mangione. So Mangione is 138, like Hilton Hotel, 138, Donald Trump, 138. And then Hilton Hotel is also 159, like Donald Trump, 159. Look at this, guys. Look at this. He was arrested in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Altoona, PA. Look. 148 and 49 like Donald J. Trump. 148 and 49. Guys, it only gets better. All right? Your head should already be spinning. But it's so crazy. Guys, hit the like button when you come in. All right? Okay, look at this, guys. It's just so crazy. It's undeniable. Look at this. The shooting was at the Hilton. Okay, Hilton equals 78. The shooting happened in New York. New York equals 78. On the shell casings, they had deny, defend, depose, which equals 78. He was arrested in Altoona, which equals 78. And now that we have his name, oh, look at that. Look at that. Mangione, 78. How old is Donald Trump? Let's see. Donald Trump age. Oh, look at that. Trump is 78 years old. And we got 78 all over the place. I mean, come on. We're not even like... We haven't even made a dent into the decode yet. So Trump is 78 years old. Hilton, 78. Altoona, 78. Deny, defend, depose, 78. New York, 78. And now we have the suspect's name, Mangione, 78. He was arrested in Altoona, which equals 78. Sorry about my phone shaking. People keep calling me and leaving voicemails. So, sorry about that. Another 78. Butler. Butler equals 78. Hold on. There you go. And Trump was shot in Butler, okay? Which is the other point that I should have mentioned already, which I didn't, okay? Not only, and I'm glad I just remembered, guys, not only was Trump working at the Pennsylvania McDonald's, right? Trump was shot in Pennsylvania. Hello. Where's Butler? Butler, Pennsylvania. Okay, so this guy is arrested in Pennsylvania 152 days after Brian Thompson's birthday, when Pennsylvania is 152, and we just had Trump at the McDonald's in Pennsylvania where he said he would do everything, 152, on the birthday of Kamala Devi Harris, 152. And he was shot in Pennsylvania. See how it all connects? That's the other big part, guys. He was shot in Pennsylvania. So he was shot in Pennsylvania, and he worked at the McDonald's in Pennsylvania. So how is it possible, right, if this isn't a ritual connected to Donald Trump, how do all these numbers connect to Donald Trump so perfectly? And we left off on the 78, right? Okay, well, buckle in, because we got a lot more. So the Hilton Hotel, where the guy was shot at, it's 47 floors. 47 floors. Look here. Donald Trump delivered his 2016 United States election victory speech at the hotel. So there's a clear connection right there to Donald Trump. It's 47 floors, guys. United Health Group is 47 years old, guys. And Trump equals 47, and he just became the 47th elected president. Elected number 47. How does that line up so perfectly to Trump? Trump literally gave his victory speech at this hotel. It's 47 floors, okay? And United Health Group is 47 years old. Trump equals 47, okay? Now, I think I got another 47 for you. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, look. The suspect, guys, the suspect is from Maryland. He's from Towson, Maryland. Look at this. Speaking of 47, look, Maryland. The suspect is from Maryland, which equals 88 and 47, like Trump is 88 and 47. Wow. But wait, there's more. Towson, Maryland equals 76, like Donald John Trump is 76. I mixed up my letters here. Let me show you. It's still the same. I was trying to put this together quick, but let me show you. Look. Donald John Trump, 76. And Towson, Maryland, 76 in the same cipher. There you go. Donald John Trump equals Towson, Maryland, okay? So let's see. Towson, Maryland equals Donald John Trump. Maryland, 8847. Trump, 8847. And what if I told you, on top of all that, drop the mic, Towson equals Trump. Hello? Hello, people. Hi, can we get this video out there? Can we hit the like button? Can we hit the share button? Can we get some comments? Towson equals Trump. Do you understand what I just showed you is mathematically impossible? It's mathematically impossible for this ritual to not be connected to Donald Trump. It's mathematically impossible. Hilton Hotel equals Donald Trump. Trump was just at a Pennsylvania McDonald's connected to the number 152. It's 152 days after Brian Thompson's birthday. Pennsylvania 152. Hilton Hotel, 138. Donald Trump, 138. The last name of the suspect, Mangiani, 138. It's in New York. Trump is from New York. Trump was just shot. Altoona, Pennsylvania equals Donald J. Trump in multiple ciphers. Hilton, 78. Altoona, 78. Deny, defend, depose, 78. New York, 78. Mangiani, 78. Donald Trump is 78 years old. He was shot in Butler. Butler equals 78. It's mathematically impossible. Trump gave his victory speech at this very hotel, the 47-story hotel. United Health Group, 47 years old. Trump equals 47. The suspect is from Maryland, which equals 47 and 88, like Trump is 47 and 88. This is ridiculous. And we're not even done. We're not even done, folks, because you know what? Today is 187 days before Donald Trump's birthday, and Brian Thompson equals 187. Come on, man. I have no idea why we have 70 watching and 39 likes. We should have 70 likes right now. Guys, we've already connected this to the 187. So what are the odds that it ends today 187 days before Trump's birthday when Brian Thompson is 187? Like Society of Jesus, 187. And remember, Brian Thompson was shot and killed 187 days after the anniversary of Hilton Hotels being founded. And remember, CEO Brian Thompson is also 187. How? We've already talked about the 187, so you're telling me they get the suspect today 187 days from Trump's birthday? Come on, man. The whole thing is connected to Trump. Now, if you include the end date, right? Remember, if you don't include the end date, it's 152 days from Brian Thompson's birthday, like Pennsylvania 152. That big number we talked about when Trump was at the Pennsylvania McDonald's, the 152. But if you include the end date, today's 153 days after the birthday of Brian Thompson. Why does that matter? Because the suspect was arrested at an Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's, which equals 153 in the same cipher as United Health Group Incorporated, the official name of United Healthcare, 153. Like Jesuit Order 153, the Illuminati 153. And if you think that's a coincidence, well, look at that. United Health Group Incorporated is a two-cipher match to Altoona, Pennsylvania McDonald's. 441 and 153 in the same ciphers. This whole thing is perfectly coded. A computer, they have to obviously use technology to get it so perfect, but I mean, how? How could anyone deny this stuff, man? Okay, so we already talked about the fact that Brian Thompson was 50 years old, right? What are the odds the suspect was arrested at McDonald's, which equals 50? And the same cipher as Jesuits, 50. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not missing anything before we continue. I think we're where we need to be. Okay, so continuing on. McDonald's is also 158, like Freemasonry is 158. And speaking of Masonry, remember Thompson, the last name, Thompson has the 33 and the 39, like New York, where he was killed, 33-39. Hilton is also 33, and Masonry is 33, right? Well, look at this. Look, they say he's from Towson. Look, he's from Towson, MD, right? See right here? Towson, MD. Towson MD has the 33, like Hilton, 33, New York, 33, Masonry, 33, Thompson, 33. So we've already talked about these numbers, the 33 and the 39, like Masonry. And look, Towson MD, 33, 39, the same numbers we've been talking about already. So there's your 33, like Hilton, 33. Unreal, man. More big Jesuit connections. United Healthcare CEO, 177, like the Jesuit Order 177. United Health Group, 84, the Jesuit Order 84. Hilton, 84, Jesuit 84. Brian Thompson became the CEO in April of 2021, so he was shot 191 weeks after becoming the CEO. Assassination equals 191. And Hilton Hotels, founded by Conrad Hilton, 191. Brian Thompson, born on the 191st day of the year, like Society of Jesus, 191, the official name of the Jesuits. United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, 1207, like the Jesuits, 1207 in Jewish gematria. He was killed on 54th Street, Jesuit Order equals 54. The shooting was 354 days after the Jesuit Pope's birthday. Shooting equals 354. It was 266 days before the governor's birthday, the governor of New York. And the Jesuit motto, Isus Hominum Salvator equals 266. Pope Francis, the 266th Pope. The mayor of New York is Eric Leroy Adams. His birthday is September 1st. He died 271 days before the mayor's birthday. Brian Robert Thompson, 271. Like Hilton Hotels and Resorts is also 271. Brian Robert Thompson also has the 242, like Hilton Hotels and Resorts, 242. United Healthcare, 154. Ritual Sacrifice, 154. Now notice the 73. United Healthcare equals 73. What if I told you the name of the suspect, Luigi Mangiani, equals 73 in the same cipher as United Healthcare? How about that? Is that a coincidence? Luigi Mangiani, 73. United Healthcare, 73. Ritual Sacrifice, 73. The shooting was on a Wednesday. Shooting 4437. Wednesday 4437. Brian, his first name 4437. He became the CEO in April of 2021, so he was shot 44 months later. And shooting equals 44. The company is based in Minnetonka, which equals 44. Like Brian 44, kill 44. And the shooting was at the New York Hilton Midtown, which equals 107. Like Hilton Hotels and Resorts, 107. Like Minnetonka, Minnesota, 107, where the company is based out of. Ritual Sacrifice, 107. And shooting, 107. And his full name, Brian Robert Thompson, has the 109, like shooting is 109. The whole thing is completely coded. Oh yeah, after doing the shooting in New York, he was arrested in Altoona. New York, 666, Altoona, 666. What are the odds? All right, guys, that is it for the first part. Don't go away yet. We got a lot more to talk about, including Daniel Penny, found not guilty today. But if anyone wants to help out the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. It does take a lot of time and effort to get these decodes together, and all credit to God. But yeah, if anyone wants to help out the channel, very much appreciated. And thank you to everyone who does support. But yeah, guys, what do you think? I mean, let's just look at the connections to Donald Trump real quick. Okay, so we just had Trump everybody knows it, too. It's not like anybody forgot that Donald Trump was just at a Pennsylvania McDonald's, right? So there's an automatic connection to Trump right there. And when Trump went to the McDonald's, we said it was all about the number 152 because it was on Kamala Harris's birthday. Kamala Devi Harris 152, Pennsylvania 152. See how they highlight do everything, which is 152. So we get this news today. They got the suspect in Pennsylvania 152 days after Brian Thompson's birthday, when we just connected the 152 to Trump at the McDonald's, and this guy's arrested in a Pennsylvania McDonald's. It's ridiculous. Okay, Hilton Hotel, 138, 159, like Donald Trump, 138, 159. The name of the suspect, Mangiani, has the 138. See? Mangiani, 138. Like Hilton Hotel and Donald Trump. Altoona, Pennsylvania, 148 and 49, like Donald J. Trump, 148 and 49. Hilton, 78. The shooting was in New York, which equals 78. On the shell casing, they had deny, defend, depose, 78. And then Mangiani is arrested in New York. Mangiani, 78. Altoona, 78. Trump is 78 years old, and he was shot in Butler, which equals 78. Remember the Alec Baldwin shooting on the set of Rust, which was all predicted programming for Trump being shot? Don't forget, Rust equals 78. Remember, Alec Baldwin played Trump on Saturday Night Live. He shot Helena Hutchins, HH, 88, like Trump is 88. By the way, person of interest is also 88, like Trump equals 88. Okay? The clear connection to Trump, Trump gave his victory speech in 2016 at the same hotel, the 47-4 Hotel. United Health Group Incorporated is 47 years old. Trump equals 47, just became the 47-elect. All right, today's 187 days before Trump's birthday. We get the big news about Brian Thompson today, 187. Are you kidding me? And then on top of that, on top of all those connections, let's see. We had the suspect is from Towson, Maryland, which equals 76, like Donald John Trump, 76. Towson equals Trump in two ciphers. Maryland is 88 and 47, like Trump is 88 and 47. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. For Maryland to equal Trump, for Towson to equal Trump, and then for Towson, Maryland to equal Donald John Trump, on top of everything else, we should have 71 likes with 71 watching. So that's between you and God, all the people that don't want to hit the like button today for some reason. I don't know. Okay, well, if that didn't pique your interest, maybe the story of Daniel Penny and Jordan Neely will do something for you. Let's see here. I mean, what I just showed you is so impossible. For every part of it lines up perfectly. Every single part of it. All right, another big story in the news today. Big news day today. Daniel Penny found not guilty in chokehold death of Jordan Neely. This article from today, December 9th. All right, guys, so long story short, we get this news today on December 9th, and the alleged murder of Jordan Neely was on May 1st, 2023. The birthday of the Illuminati, May 1st. Don't forget, May 1st equals 666. But anyways, he was killed on May 1st, okay? And they finally wrap it up today. Well, look at that. You ever heard me talk about the number 222 on this channel? So we get this news today, 222 days after the anniversary of the murder, May 1st. And the murder took place in New York City. New York, right? Which equals 222. Like order out of chaos, 222. And you know who the district attorney is in this case? It's Alvin Bragg. And that reminds me, weren't we talking about Alvin Bragg and the number 222 not too long ago? We sure did. That's when Donald Trump was found guilty in the hush money trial, May 30th. And I pointed out that was 222 days after Alvin Bragg's birthday. And Alvin Bragg is the same district attorney in the Daniel Penny case. which wrapped up today, 222 days from the anniversary. I mean, wow. And remember, that was for the Trump trial. Trump equals 222. Donald John Trump Sr. 222. 7th King Trump 222. Trump Organization 222. Remember, the first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days after Trump's birthday. They called it Wuhan coronavirus, which equals 222. And then it was declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. And remember, Trump's calm before the storm statement was 222 days before Clade X, the pandemic simulation. The calm before the storm statement was also 888 days before COVID declared a pandemic. Donald J. Trump equals 888. And then don't forget, there was the 222-page lawsuit against the Trump Organization, which equals 222, where he took the stand 222 days from his birthday. And then don't forget, Trump went back to Butler 2 months and 22 days after being shot in the ear, allegedly. And then don't forget, Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday. And then Ivana equals 222. And Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. But maybe it's all a coincidence. So anyways, moving on. So that same day Trump was found guilty, it was also 144 days before Alvin Bragg's birthday. Like Jesuit order is 144. Well, we get this news today, 144 days before the anniversary of the alleged killing. Same numbers, different day. Jesuit order 144. Today is also exactly 84 weeks and 0 days after the murder. And as we know, 84 is a big number, not only with Obama. Of course, Obama equals 84, born on 8/4, but also Masonry equals 84, Jesuit is 84, the Jesuit order, 84. And speaking of the Jesuit order, remember, it's Alvin Bragg who was in charge of this case. Alvin Bragg, 177. Like New World Order and the Jesuit order, 177. Remember when the hush money trial for Donald Trump began 177 days from Alvin Bragg's birthday? And that was the case with Stormy Daniels, and Stormy Daniels equals 177. Remember? Remember when Hunter Biden was found guilty on the gun charges exactly 177 weeks after his dad became the president, and Hunter Biden equals 177? And that news was also 177 days from the Pope's birthday. Remember on the morning of 9/11 when George Walker Bush, which equals 177, was reading out of the book Reading Mastery 2, which equals 177? They're reading The Pet Goat. Anyways, so back to Alvin Bragg. Alvin Bragg's birthday, October 21st, and it was May 1st. The killing of Jordan Neely, right? Well, the killing of Jordan Neely was 174 days before Alvin Bragg's birthday. And Jordan Neely is 174, like Number of the Beast and New World Order. Now, we got this news on Friday. The manslaughter charge, which carried more time, that was dismissed on Friday. And I pointed out that day, Friday, was 201 days before the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death. Now, why does that matter? Because the guy he killed, Jordan Neely, he was a Michael Jackson impersonator. Okay? So, not only that, but remember 201, that huge number with the Jesuits. The full name of the Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 201, lives in Suite 201. Well, don't forget, remember George Perry Floyd equals 201? And what happened to George Perry Floyd? They kneeled on his neck. Let me say it again. They kneeled, or knelt, they kneeled on his neck. This guy's last name is Neely, right? So, what are the odds that the death of Jordan Neely came exactly 153 weeks and 0 days after the death of George Floyd? And remember, Remember, Neely was killed on May 1st, which was the birthday of the Illuminati. So he's killed on the Illuminati's birthday 153 weeks after George Floyd. Look at that. The Illuminati, 153, Jesuit Order 153. Neely, like kneel on the neck. How long did they kneel on the neck before they changed the time? It was 8 minutes and 46 seconds. 8:46. This story happened in New York City. What time was the first tower hit? 8:46. Hello. So there's another connection. New York, where the towers were, towers hit at 8:46. George Floyd had the knee on the neck for 8 minutes 46 seconds. Neely, right? George Floyd had the knee on the neck. 153 weeks later, on the Illuminati's birthday, the Illuminati 153, Jesuit Order 153. Now, just in case you think I'm crazy and there's no connection between the Daniel Penny story and the George Floyd story, well, look at that. Daniel Penny equals George Floyd in multiple ciphers. Daniel Penny 119, 178, George Floyd 119, 178. All right? And the guy was in a chokehold, right? He couldn't breathe. Remember, I can't breathe, right? So the judge in the case is Maxwell Wiley, all right? And it says here, the case has polarized city residents, many of whom have personal experience with disorder on the subways, and raised broader questions about mental health, race relations, and the line between protector and vigilante. Black Lives Matter protesters have added Neely's name to its roll call of victims, including just outside the courthouse. Okay, so this involves Black Lives Matter, which was all connected to George Floyd. And look at this. Black Lives Matter, sorry, it's a little fuzzy. Black Lives Matter, 56. Daniel Penny, 56. The name of the judge, Maxwell Wiley, 56. And he killed a homeless man, which equals 56. Like Society of Jesus, that's the Jesuits, Masonic Ritual, and Freemasons, they're all 56. Homeless man is also 43 and 56, like Freemasons. Neely, 74. Penny, 74. Killing, 74. Lucifer and Masonic, 74. Don't forget the last name of the judge, Wiley, is also 74. And then Penny also has the 29, like it happened in Manhattan, 29. Masonic, 29. And speaking of Masonry, remember during the trial, they put one of Daniel Penny's friends on the stage, said how they became friends while surfing, and then he said, at the age of 33, it's a bit hard to make friends, so I appreciated it, right? So they got the 33 there. It happened in New York, 33. Daniel Penny, the former Marine, 33, killed a homeless man, homeless 33, like Masonry, 33. And then Marine, New York, homeless, they also have the 39, like Masonry is also 39. And then look when Jordan Neely was killed, guys. He was killed on May 1st, 5-1. I mean, wow. Jordan Neely equals 51. He was killed on May 1st, 5-1. By the way, when you write out May 1st, it equals 51 also. So Jordan Neely, 51 like Conspiracy, 51. And Jordan Neely is a perfect match to Conspiracy in 3 out of the 4. But yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Of course, we would, wrap it up today. The big case out of New York, New York. It ends 222 days from the anniversary of the murder. All right, so from one 222 decode to the next 222 decode, let's talk about what happened in Syria on the anniversary of Leave the World Behind. How you guys doing in the chat? Hopefully some of you are still here. Here, let me take a sip of water, stretch out real quick. Hold on. We'll get going. I got like 3 more decodes for you. All right, guys. Now, I was live a couple of days ago. I said, hey, December 8th, that's the anniversary of Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind. Let's see if there's any rituals, and had a big one. Syria rebels declare Damascus free, claim Assad has fled the capital. So, long story short, I think this is all connected to Obama, the Antichrist. So, his last day in office, Assad, his last day in office was December 8th, and he began in office on July 17th. So, we got this news 222 days before the anniversary of him becoming the president. 222, just like Daniel Penny. 222 days today from the anniversary of the murder. Okay? They sure love that number 222. For the record, there are no bad numbers, and God also uses numbers, and 222 is a very big number God uses also. But yeah, 222 days before the anniversary of him becoming president, order out of chaos, 222, Antichrist system, 222, the Antichrist, Barack Obama. 222, remember Obama tested positive for COVID 222 days from his birthday, and Wuhan coronavirus equals 222. So it was a 222 days before the anniversary. It was 144 days after the anniversary, which is perfect, because we're talking about President Bashar al-Assad, which equals 144. How about that? Even if you don't, make the Obama connection like I'm making, what are the odds that President Bashar al-Assad left office 144 days after the anniversary of him starting office, when President Bashar al-Assad is 144? Like Antichrist Barack Obama is 144 and Jesuit Order 144. Remember, this is on the anniversary of Obama's movie. And Obama's movie mentions a civil war, right? And we're talking about the Syrian civil war here, okay? Notice at the bottom, President Bashar al-Assad is a perfect match to Antichrist Barack Obama in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers. And again, we got this news on December 8th. That's the anniversary of Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind. Damascus, Syria, 153, like Antichrist Obama, 153. Barry Soetoro, 153. Jesuit Order, 153. The Illuminati, 153. We got this news 34 weeks before Obama's birthday. Bashar al-Assad equals 34. And see how they highlighted the word free? Damascus free. Free also has that 34. We got the news 4 months and 4 days after Obama's birthday. Number 44, right? We got this big military news 4 months and 4 days after Obama's birthday. Obama number 44, military equals 44. And we got this news on a day with 44 date numerology. 12 plus 8 plus 24 equals 44. And remember the movie Civil War, right? First of all, at the end of Obama's movie Leave the World Behind, they mention Civil War. And then the movie Civil War came out. You remember when it came out? It came out 4 months and 4 days after Obama's movie hit Netflix. So same pattern. Think about it. Leave the World Behind came out 4 months and 4 days after Obama's birthday. The movie Civil War came out 4 months and 4 days after Leave the World Behind, which mentions Civil War. Now, on top of that, the movie Civil War came out on the 103rd day of the year. Obama equals 103. We just had Eminem and Obama together in Michigan 103 days after the song Antichrist was released by Eminem. Eminem equals 103, Obama 103. When you had Donald Trump announce re-election 666 days after his last full day in office, that same day was 103 days from Obama's birthday and 103 weeks before the election. The Obamas also endorsed Kamala Harris 103 days before the election. When you write out 666, it equals 103. But yeah, the movie Civil War came out on the 103rd day of the year. And here's the other part. The movie Civil War is 1 hour, 49 minutes long. Antichrist equals 149. Revelation equals 149. Obama's birthday is the day leaving 149 days left in the year. His birthday is also the 216th day of the year, which is 6 times 6 times 6. And then the other big part of the movie Civil War, the movie Civil War came out exactly 163 years after the Civil War began. Barack Hussein Obama equals 163. Syria equals 63. How old is Barack Obama? 63 years old. And then we got this news. Syrian rebels topple President Assad, his whereabouts unknown. We got that news December 8th. And look at the birthday of Assad, September 11th, 9/11, hello. So we got that news 89 days after his birthday. President Assad equals 89. All right, couple more. And then for anyone who came in late, we'll do a quick recap on the Brian Thompson suspect. Luigi Mangiani, and then when I get off of here, I gotta make some slides, because like I said, I didn't even have the slides ready. I had a slideshow ready to go when they just arrested a person of interest, and then they dropped his name. That's the crazy part, guys. That's why I'm a little bit excited and animated today. It's not like, I spent all morning putting this together. I had a show ready to go, right? And then they released his name as I'm trying to go live, which was the reason I was 30 minutes late. And then his name and where he's from, it all lines up perfect to Trump, which was my whole point, right? It's just amazing. All credit to God. Here you go. Tyler Perry studio president Steve Mensch dead after plane crash. Got that news December 7th. What are the odds? Steve Mensch equals 43 and 56. Plane crash equals 43 and 56 in the same ciphers. I mean, wow. Steve Mensch killed in a plane crash. His name just happens to equal plane crash. And then notice Freemasons is also 43 and 56. You know what? I need to set this down for a second. Hold on. One second. I just had a thought pop into my head. I want to look something up before I forget it. It might be nothing, but I just want to look it up. Hey, Betty. Hey, Jessica. Oh my gosh. Glad I looked it up, guys. Are you kidding me? Guys, just popped in my head. We started this video talking about Trump at the McDonald's in Pennsylvania on Kamala Harris's birthday. Guess how many days ago that was? Man, God, you are so good. You are so good, God. How many days ago do you think it was that Trump was at the McDonald's? It was 50 days ago. McDonald's equals 50. Unbelievable. And Brian Thompson was 50 years old. My God, you are so good. I knew it. I knew it connected to Trump and that Pennsylvania McDonald's. It's undeniable. Guys, he was there on Kamala Harris's birthday. That was 50 days ago exactly. McDonald's equals 50. Man, let me show you that. Wow. That's it. That's the confirmation right there, man. You guys got to share this one, please. If there was ever a video to share, hit the like button. This is one of my best decodes ever. It really is. It's crazy. So yeah, let me show you McDonald's. Well, here, I'll just go to the slide. I'll go to the slide that has the 50. Man. Wow. What do you guys think of that? I knew it. When I saw Pennsylvania McDonald's, I said this has got to connect to Trump at the Pennsylvania McDonald's. Because that was all about the number 152. It was on Kamala Harris's birthday. Kamala Devi Harris, 152. Pennsylvania, 152. Now they arrest the guy in Pennsylvania today, 152 days from Brian Thompson's birthday, when Pennsylvania's 152. And today is exactly 50 days after Trump was at that McDonald's. And McDonald's equals 50. I mean, psh, wow. Wow. It's a crime they've deleted my channel like 11 times, man. It really is. So look, we all know it was on Kamala's birthday, right? Here, let me go back to the jump here. So that's how we started the decode. They arrested this guy. I don't know why this page takes so long to load. I'll go to a different one. Look. Person of interest. McDonald's, Pennsylvania. McDonald's, Pennsylvania. All right. So I said, even before I saw this 152, I said, wait a minute. We just had Trump in Pennsylvania. Trump was shot. This guy was shot. Trump's from New York. This is in New York. So I wonder if this connects to predictive programming for Trump being assassinated, which is coming in the next year. Trust me. So this was on Kamala Harris's birthday. He said he would do everything at the McDonald's, do everything 152, Pennsylvania 152, like Kamala Devi Harris 152. And then they arrest the guy today. Remember, Joe Biden is also from Pennsylvania. Joe Biden equals 152. Remember, Trump was shot in Pennsylvania. Okay? So, here I am. Remember, this is how I started out the decode. This is it. This is the first slide here. Making the connection with the McDonald's, right? But I was in such a rush, I didn't think to look until now. How many days is it since Trump was at that McDonald's? And of course, he was there on Kamala Harris's birthday, right? Look, guys, 50 days later. 50 days later, this guy's arrested at a Pennsylvania McDonald's. There you go. McDonald's, 50. Brian Thompson, 50 years old. 50 states, United States. There it is, y'all. All right. Sorry, I got a little bit excited there. 50 days later, wow. All right, let's go back to the plane crash. Sorry about that. I had to get that out of my system before I forgot. So, Steve Mensch, 43, plane crash, 43, Freemasons, 43. He was killed in Florida, which equals 43, killing 43, and Masonic, 43. He was killed in Florida. Florida also has a 38, like killing, 38, murder, 38, death, 38. He died on December 6th, 2024. Okay? Friday night. Friday night was December 6th, okay? See how it says he was 62 years old, guys? He died on a day with 62 date numerology, 12 plus 6 plus 20 plus 24, 62. He died in an airplane crash, which equals 62. What are the odds of that? Not only did the day have 62 date numerology, but he died at the age of 62 in an airplane crash? That's crazy. His last name, Mensch, equals 62, like Mason and sacrifice are 62. Now, it happened on the 6th, but it wasn't in the news until the 7th. December 7th, 2024, day with 63 date numerology. 12 plus 7 plus 20 plus 24, 63, like Tyler Perry is 63. And it was in the news 86 days after the birthday of Tyler Perry to 86. Someone means to get rid of them. Crash equals 86, but also human sacrifice and blood sacrifice are 86. Blood sacrifice, human sacrifice are also 67, like Homo Sassa Florida, 67. That's where he died. So the place where he died equals human sacrifice, blood sacrifice. And then we got this news about the plane on the day leaving 24 days left in the year. Plane equals 24. And then here's the other part. Steve Mensch, he was the president for Tyler Perry Studios, and he died in Homo Sassa. Look at that. Steve Mensch, 133, Homo Sassa, 133, president, 133. So the key points, Steve Mensch equals plane crash in 2 ciphers. Steve Mensch, 133, like Homo Sassa and president. And then also, airplane crash equals 62. Dead at the age of 62 on 62 date numerology, when his last name equals 62, sacrifice 62. Okay, I think I got one more story for you. It's about the ruby slippers. And here, we'll start here with it. So Judy Garland's ruby slippers sold for $28 million. Her slippers from the Wizard of Oz, okay? So they sold on December 7th. That was a day with 63 date numerology. And they sold 6 months and 3 days before the birthday of Judy Garland. Well, that's perfect because ruby slippers is 63 and Judy Garland is 63. And isn't it interesting that the ruby slippers sell during the time of the Wicked movie, perhaps drafting off Wicked Mania, the iconic footwear from 1939, The Wizard of Oz, far surpassed expectations, making them the most expensive item of entertainment memorabilia ever sold. Judy Garland ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz sell for $28 million, a wicked new record. Look at that. Wicked equals 28. And they just happen to go for $28 million while the Wicked movie is in theaters. What are the odds? And then ruby slippers equals 144.72, like Jesuit order, 144.72, which makes me think of the Red Shoe Club, right? And then the key point here, I saved the best for last. Absolutely undeniable. And this right here, this is a great decode you can share with grandma, because even grandma could enjoy a decode like this. So, what are the odds the ruby slippers from Judy Garland, they sold on December 7th? Judy Garland's birthday is June 10th. So Judy Garland's ruby slippers sold 180 days after her birthday. What if I told you ruby slippers equals 180 and Judy Garland equals 180? What are the odds of that? And that right there is a good one to share with your friends and family. Very simple, very easy to understand. This could be a good introduction to showing them that news is by the numbers. 180 days after her birthday, they sell her ruby slippers, which equal 180, like Judy Garland 180. Wow. All right, let me go back to the beginning with the Trump connections to the suspect here. And you know what? I think for this recap, I think I'll let you see my face. All right, we'll start here with it. Hold on. Hey, Jessica. Good to see you. Hey, John Steele. Hey, Betty. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Dapper Raptor. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Lioness Roars. Man, I wish more people knew about this stuff, man. I really do. Like, it's great to see y'all in the chat, but there's literally like 5 people in the chat talking to each other, you know? I just wish it was a different different world, but, you know. Remember the good old days when I had 18,000 subs and I'd go live and we'd get about 300 in the live and everybody was adding stuff and it was good old time. But anyways, so here's your recap, guys. If you don't think this is connected to Trump, you're out of your mind. Clearly, this is more predicted programming for the Trump assassination coming soon. I believe the Trump assassination is going to happen in the next year before July, because before July of 2025, the United States will be 248 years old. Trump assassination equals 248. President Donald Trump equals 248. But anyways, let's do a quick recap. Hey, Chad. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. But yeah, the first thing I thought of when they said that the guy was arrested at a Pennsylvania McDonald's, I automatically made the Trump connection because Trump was just at the Pennsylvania McDonald's, okay? And the big number with that ritual was the number 152 because it was the birthday of Kamala Devi Harris, which equaled 152. It was in Pennsylvania, which equaled 152. He said he would do everything behind the counter, do everything 152. So now they arrest the guy today, the suspect, for the murder of Brian Thompson. Today is 152 days. I mean, of all the numbers. Remember, Trump was just at the White House with Joe Biden 152 days after Trump's birthday when Joe Biden's 152. Been talking a lot about the number 152. And remember, very, very possible we could see Kamala, a President Kamala Harris before it's all said and done. It's still my prediction, for the record. Anytime between now and January 20th, we're going to wake up one day and we're going to see breaking news. Joe Biden resigns or Joe Biden is dead. I don't know. We'll see. My point is, if Joe Biden was willing to step out of the way and pass the torch so that she could potentially be president, is it that far-fetched to think that he wouldn't get out of the way for the last month to let her be president symbolically, like they were calling for? They were calling for that. Remember, it was one of the guys calling for Biden to resign. It was on Fox News, and remember the headline? I forget what the headline was, but they put it in quotation marks, and it equaled 152. So it's not over yet. But anyways, we all know Trump was just at the McDonald's in Pennsylvania, and the big ritual, the big number with that ritual was the 152. So now they arrest the guy today at a Pennsylvania McDonald's 152 days after Brian Thompson's birthday. Pennsylvania equals 152. Joe Biden equals 152 from Pennsylvania. Donald Trump was shot in Pennsylvania. Okay? So Hilton Hotel is 138, 159. Donald Trump, 138, 159. We got the last name of the suspect, Mangiani, which equals 138. He was arrested in Altoona, PA, which equals 148 and 49, like Donald J. Trump is 148 and 49. The shooting was at the Hilton. Hilton equals 78. New York equals 78. On the shell casings, they had deny, defend, depose, which equals 78. And now they have the suspect, Mangione, which equals 78. And he was arrested in Altoona, which equals 78. And we just had Butler. Butler equals 78. And Donald Trump is 78 years old. Donald Trump made his victory speech at the Hilton Hotel we're talking about. It's a 47-floor building. United Health Group is 47 years old. Trump equals 47, became number 47. Well, 47 elect. And then the suspect is from Maryland, which equals 47, like Trump. Maryland is also 88, like Trump, 88. They called him a person of interest, which equals 88 also. Remember, Trump was shot in Butler 88 months after the Snoop Dogg video, Lavender, where he's pointing the gun at Trump. Remember the birthday of the assassin, Thomas Crooks? His birthday, 9/20/03. 9/20/03 is the 8,888th prime number. Remember Donnie Darko? That movie set in the year 88. The numbers on Donnie's arm add up to 88. Back to the Future, they got to reach 88 miles per hour. Remember, Donnie Darko is played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal's full name is 88. By the way, not the recent photos of the suspect, but the photos they were showing before with like his face covered, just his eyes. Maybe it was just me. I thought the guy looked like Jake Gyllenhaal, which I thought was interesting because Jake Gyllenhaal has the connections to Trump and Donnie Darko. And again, Jake Gyllenhaal's full name equals 88. But obviously the suspect is not Jake Gyllenhaal. It is Luigi Mangione. But I just thought it was interesting. They had a similar look. Today just happens to be 187 days before Trump's birthday when Brian Thompson is 187. CEO Brian Thompson, 187. Brian Thompson was shot 187 days after the anniversary of Hilton Hotels being founded. Right? 187, the homicide code. Right? And then we have all these other connections here to Trump. Let me see. So the suspect is from Towson, Maryland, which equals 76, like Donald John Trump, 76, in the same cipher. He's from Towson. Look at this. You're telling me the suspect is from Towson, which is 25 and 29 like Trump? 25, 29. And then he's from Maryland, which is 88 and 47 like Trump is 88 and 47? I mean, this is crazy. The whole thing, it's undeniable, guys. Remember, Hilton Hotel equals Donald Trump, guys. It's undeniable. The whole thing is connected to the Trump assassination. And remember, even after Butler, we had the thing on the golf course. Remember the alleged assassination on the golf course? We had that incident in Coachella, California. They said somebody wanted to take Trump out there. We've had all this predictive programming throughout the years. Remember, back to Donnie Darko, remember it's Frank the rabbit, and he gets shot in the eye, and Frank equals Donald in 3 ciphers. And then remember in I Pet Goat 2, in the back of the room, they show the rabbit with the upper right ear grazed by a bullet hole, and I think rabbit equals Trump in 2 ciphers. So the predictive programming's there. The movie Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro in the crowd, where he's planning to assassinate the Senator Palantine. And then in that scene, everybody's got a plain shirt, except for one guy. He's got a random shirt with the number 88 on the back, when Trump equals 88. And then we had Robert De Niro outside the hush money trial and all that. Remember, it was the movie Taxi Driver that inspired Hinckley to attempt the assassination on Reagan because he wanted to impress Jodie Foster. And Ronald Reagan ran on Make America Great Again like Donald Trump. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Am I mentally ill? Or is this all connected to Donald Trump? The whole thing. What do you think? Let me check in with the chat. That's pretty much what I got for you guys for today. If anyone has any questions or anything to add, let me know. If not, I will wrap it up. And I have some slides to work on. for the Facebook people, and then obviously I post in the community. If you didn't know, usually the next day after I do a decode, I post the key slides. They only let you upload 5 at a time, so I usually take like the top 5 points of the decode and I put it in a community post pretty much every day. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's a lot to be a coincidence. All them connections with Trump. And today, I forgot the other part. Today is 50 days. Okay, today is 50 days after Trump was at that McDonald's. McDonald's equals 50. And Brian Thompson was 50 years old. There's no doubt about it. This is absolutely the ritual. I mean, we've already done a decode on this, talking about the number 187 and connecting it to Trump. So what are the odds they get the suspect today 187 days before Trump's birthday? When Brian Thompson's 187, CEO Brian Thompson 187. 47-4 building, United Healthcare, 47 years old. Trump equals 47. Trump made his victory speech at the hotel. Hilton, 78. Altoona, 78. Mangione, 78. Deny, defend, depose, 78. New York, 78. Trump, 78 years old. Shot in Butler, which equals 78. Altoona, Pennsylvania equals Donald J. Trump in multiple ciphers. Hilton Hotel equals Donald Trump in multiple ciphers. And of all the places, I mean, it wasn't like it was a Burger King in Texas. It was a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. You know how many combinations you could do of states and fast food chains? You could do a Taco Bell in Wyoming. But it just happened to be a Pennsylvania McDonald's. How do you explain it? How does it line up so perfect if these aren't numerical rituals? How is this my full-time job? You know, I wouldn't, trust me, I'm not monetized, never have been, all right? So, you know, you have to know what you're talking about a little bit to do this type of work full-time for a living, right? And all credit to God, but, you know, people aren't going to support me for 5 years straight if I'm just a crazy person. I'm actually making good connections here. So, anyways. Anybody have any questions, anything to add? Let me know. If not, I will get to the slide making. I'm going to have to make quite a few. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to have to make 8 new slides. Alright, guys. Well, hey, I think it was a good show. We covered a lot of stories. Let's see. We covered Daniel Penny, Brian Thompson, Syria, Tyler Perry, President plane crash, and Ruby Slippers. Right? I think 5 decodes. Ruby Slippers, plane crash, Syria, Daniel Penny, Brian Thompson. There you go. 5 decodes for you. Alright, guys. Well, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And like I said earlier, if there was ever a video to share, please consider sharing this one. It doesn't hurt you. Just click share. Go to Facebook. Go to Twitter. Just share it out there. People might make fun of you, but what are they making fun of? The truth? If they want to make fun of you, just say, hey, these people work by numbers. You think it's a coincidence that these people had a pandemic simulation called Clade X, and it was held exactly 666 days before COVID was declared a pandemic? Yeah, I think the B system is here, and I think they're using numbers, so you might want to look into that. But anyways, guys, thanks for being here today. Thank you for being part of the channel. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And as always, keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. And I will see you guys on the next video. God bless.